Dum da dum da dum da dum da da da. Dum da dum da dum da dum da 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 da.
Here is the engine effect that I'm going with. Let me see if I can alter it just a little. Okay. It's 12 flickering LEDs, and yes, I will plug up those 3 holes in each one. The center hole gets a cap. And of course I don't have it handy. But anyway, that's what the engines are going to look like. Okay, got some more work done to the Franklin. Got all the light blocking done on the top of the saucer. I got the bridge in, and you can't see jack in there. Even when it has light, you see very little inside there. I do plan on putting a couple of lights on the side to make, try to illuminate it. But the way this bridge is set up, this is the green strawberry bridge. I've got to put some tape or something over here to block the light from coming in and around. I don't know why they couldn't have made it to where it butted up against this, but on the top of it, it's got a little notch that sits right down in position. And I glued this in with canopy glue in case I needed to take it back out. If I didn't like it, I could pop it back out. But I've got to block the light from coming in and around. The light that's going to be on the saucer, I've got to block that from coming in and around, because as you can see, the view screen there, right here, is you can see the really bright outline around it and everything, and I don't want that. So would I do the bridge again? No, that was, to me, that was a waste of time. I would have just put the view screen in and left it. I still got to go in and put the mask over that, and put the masks on the windows and around the perimeter. Then that way I'll be able to light blocking on the outside. It's going to need a little bit of light blocking. Here's about all it's going to need, because everything else is pretty much light blocked. I'm sorry, and around the rim where these windows set in, so I got to do that pretty good. I got the engines are in, the pylons and the engines are complete, and this thing is a little bit tail heavy with the engines mounted on it. And the only weight that I really added in there was some LEDs, so it's not like well, I guess in the wiring too, but it seems like it's a little more tail heavy than it should be. I've decided that I'm going to use part of the kit base, which is this part. I've already drilled it out. Pardon the arm. This is the rod that I'm going to use. I will use a 2-part epoxy to secure that in. I'm going to end up bringing it up a little higher, so it will come out in. You can see the hole right here that I've got. I'm going to make that hole a little bigger, so this post will actually come up into here, and it'll be a little more secure. And I'm going to mount it on the base with this, using the original base plate. It had the funky arm that come up and into here, and I didn't like all that mess. It was too wobbly and everything. But I'm going to use this for the, this is the kit supplied part. Got, like I said, got the engines wired up. I got excuse me, 6 orange flickering LEDs in each engine, and in the back side here I've got 2 yellow steady-ons, and I'll wire it up real quick. If you guys are interested, this is what I do a lot of my testing with. I have the standard 3-volt LED, 2032 battery that I do just LEDs without resistors on. And what I have already resistor, because I use a lot of pre-wired stuff, and then I just have this set up. It's just a 9-volt battery with a, you know, the clip on there, and a red and black alligator clip. So get this wired up, and then I'm going to show you the engines, the engine effect. There we go. I'm going to keep these separated, and there's what it looks like. It doesn't give you the rotating effect, but it does have a pretty good effect to it. I like it. And then the back section, so it has a yellow LEDs in there. And once you get the it has blades, 4 bladed like fan blades. There's 3 parts that goes in here. This will be dulled down, and it's a lot brighter, or a lot deeper orange than what shows on the camera. Let's see if I can turn a little bit of light out. Yeah, it's not going to, maybe it'll step down and show you. There you go. And that's the effect. There's not going to be any circuit boards in here. I'm going to use and I've got it in the box behind me here. I'm going to use just a flashing on off LED for my my nav lights. I'm not going to have any strobes, so I'm going to have a green on one side and red on the other. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a white. All I have on the blinking LEDs are bright white. I really wish I had the warm white, because it would not wash out the color so much. But I'm going to dip one end of the fiber optic in red, and then the other end will be, I will put red on the end of it. That way it'll glow red, and same way with the green. So when I insert the red and the green LED fiber optic into the lighthouse for the LED to flash them, then you got it's pushing through green, red and green, and then coming out red and green as well. So it'll have a nice effect anyway. But this is where I'm going to leave it for right now. I'm going to get back on the D-Day group build, because this does not have an end date, and the D-Day group build does. Getting back to the B-26. So just going to put this aside until I get the B-26 done, and then I'll bring this back out. So that's going to be it for this update, and thanks for watching, guys, and I'll just see you next time.